This conference will now be recorded.
Hey, everybody. Dr. Doug Smith here. Welcome back. This is our 1 p.m. Daily podcast. We do a daily podcast Monday through Thursday at 1 o'clock, today being Wednesday. I know a lot of people, myself included, were impacted by the snowstorm and are snowed in. Well, hopefully that gives you more time to listen to our podcast. Today we're going to continue with the exactly what we've been doing. We've been talking about what's called factual causation. Factual causation is did X cause Y, and if X did cause Y, what evidence do you have that X caused Y? That's factual causation. And we began with general causation, and now we're moving into specific causation. Remember, we're presenting the evidence for the genetic damage done to the people by the opioids. We're presenting the scientific evidence as if we were in a court of law, because that's where this is going to go. So let's just go ahead and lay out the evidence properly for a court of law. And factual causation is the proof that X caused Y, that the opioids caused genetic damage. And factual causation is broken down into the five categories: general causation, specific causation, signature disease, biomarker of exposure, and biomarker of disease. We've already covered general causation. General causation being that the opioids have the ability to cause damage in humans. That's general causation. What evidence do we have that the opioids have the ability to cause damage in humans? Now we're moving into specific causation. Specific causation is, what evidence do we have that the opioids cause damage in you? Okay, specific causation gets down to the level of the individual. What evidence do we have that the opioids cause damage in you? What scientific evidence is there? Yesterday, we went over the two fantastic articles by Dr. Eliza Walkman at Boston Medical Center, one from 2014 and one from 2018, that talked about and showed that it was the level of methylation in the DNA, the level of damage in the DNA determined the severity of the symptoms that the individual experienced. In the case of Dr. Eliza Walkman, those individuals were babies born with opioid dependency, babies that experienced neonatal abstinence syndrome. And what Dr. Walkman showed in 2014 and in 2018 was that it was the severity of the methylation, the severity of the genetic damage that determined the severity of the symptoms. Okay, that's specific causation right there, folks. But we're going to get even more specific today. Okay, today we're going to present simply an amazing article today, and we're going to jump ahead to June of 2020, and we're going to go to the University of Tennessee, the Memphis branch, and we're specifically going to go to their dental clinic there in Memphis, Tennessee, and the researcher is Jose Vladimir Sandoval Sierra, there at the University of Tennessee, and what Sandoval Sierra did was just brilliant in its simplicity. Sandoval Sierra went to the University of Tennessee Dental Clinic and signed up 33 people who were opioid naive, 33 people who had never taken opioids before. Okay, and he signed them up in this study, 33 people, and these 33 people, they gave 3 DNA samples. Okay, and these were people that were getting ready to undergo, some type of a dental surgical procedure, the stuff we all hate. And that stuff's painful. And so these people are going to get, prescription usually for hydrocodone or oxycodone. And what Sandoval Sierra did was he did a DNA sample before they had their surgery, and then he did a DNA sample on 2 subsequent follow-up visits. So a total of 3 DNA samples on 33 people. Okay, 99 samples in all. And what Sandoval Sierra found was that the opioids are so poisonous, the opioids are so toxic, that after just a few doses, Sandoval Sierra was able to see the damage, the toxicity done to the DNA, the methylation in the OPRM1 gene, more so in the promoter region, which is an area of the gene you do not want damage. Okay, that's like messing around with the with the fuse box as opposed to messing around, the circuit breakers, as opposed to messing around with, an outlet in the wall. You don't want to mess around with the promoter region. And so this is absolutely scientific proof that the opioids actually cause genetic damage. There's no getting around this. Okay, 33 people that were opioid naive, 3 separate DNA samples each, DNA taken before and after just a few doses of an opioid, and the genetic damage could be seen after just a few doses. Folks, that's specific causation. That's incredible scientific evidence, and this stuff has just been completely ignored. Okay, we're not ignoring it. Okay, and we're not going to ignore it. But that is the scientific evidence for specific causation that we wanted to cover today. Tomorrow, we're going to cover a little bit more on specific causation, and then we're going to finally move into signature disease. Okay, and we're covering all of this, detail by detail by detail, so that the people can know there is absolutely no doubt that the opioids cause genetic damage in the people. There is absolutely no doubt. This is not my opinion that I'm presenting here. I'm not getting on here every day at 1 o'clock and giving you people my opinion. This is not my opinion. Okay, we are presenting scientific evidence. That's what we're doing. This is scientific evidence. Overwhelming scientific evidence that the opioids cause genetic damage in the people that take the opioids. So let's hold here for today. Please like and subscribe us. Post this video on your social media. Put it on everybody else's social media. Let's get the word out there. Again, my name is Dr. Doug Smith, and we will see you all back here tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Thanks. Bye.